Welcome back to a very basic space program. You find me on the pad because we're going to send something brand new into orbit. Well, sort of brand new. If you watch the bonus episode, you can guess what the rocket is, but the bit on the top's different, so please join me. Alright, so here we are on the launch pad with, this is called the Cat 4, or Cat 3. Cat 4, the Cat 4, Cat 4A. And if you watch the bonus episode I did a few episodes back, I think now, you would have seen that this is very similar to the craft we developed then, but there's one difference. This is a cargo craft, and it's also going to test something I need to test out before I start sending crew up to our space station for long times. Namely, how long do fuel cells last, or more accurately, how long does our liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen last in the standard sized tanks, before I have to worry about the fuel cell not working when I decouple. And that has implications for our on-orbit stuff, but also for our stuff around, potentially around the moon and further. So we're gonna look at that. What we've actually I'm going to put it into the, let's have a look, launch to target, launch into plane of target. That's perfect. And then I think we're just ready to go. So I'm going to let this the ascent guidance do this, and then I can let it get going and see how this goes. It's uncrewed, so I don't need to worry too much about what's going to happen. So if this launch goes wrong, it's not going to be a problem. Now, what I will say is, in that bonus episode, there's one thing that I didn't take into account, which is the height of this rocket. So this craft potentially, are we going to start soon? We're going to launch? There we go. Right. This rocket potentially has could go on to, I think it could go on to a 150 ton pad, or that was the design philosophy. So it is under 150 tons. The only problem is its height is too big for the dimensions of that pad. Obviously with launch complexes and programs coming out and stuff like that, that would change, but at the moment it's too tall for our launch pad, so I have redesigned it. This is the only flight that this rocket will actually have. I've actually redesigned it to shorten it, and it makes it a little easier, particularly for those, if we have a look at the engines at the bottom there, for these engines here where there's a little sort of hip, that actually, in fact, let's not aim the camera there because that would be terrible for you. It does actually fix some of the problems with that hip there and things like that. What I also want to look at is how high is my target? You're in a 300, that's okay then. So going to a 200 kilometer orbit, it's fine. I suppose we could speed this up a bit, couldn't we? Let's speed it up 2 times. There we go, that's it, make it better. The only problem with the ascent guidance is that you actually have it checking per second, or not per tick. So it basically means that if I have it on that sort of level of thrust, or that time warp, or high time warp at transition, it can take a little longer before the next stage kicks in. And so you're just going to drop it down as that stage comes in. There we go, just drop that down, and then that should decouple soon. Let's have a look. There we go. Oh dear. Well, you can see a bit of the craft there. Yeah, it's a while we're plummeting, while we're flying through the air. What did our thing go? So there we go. Ascent guidance did not do well there. That's interesting. Let's do that. Can I see my? Can I? No, it won't let me actually see the apoaps. That's interesting. So you can actually see here we've got the docking port there. Holotube, this is a service module around the outside, so obviously the crew could get into here. They could climb in and take all of their provisions and stuff from here. And then at the bottom here was going to be our store for liquid fuels and stuff. So that's gone interesting, hasn't it? So maybe that long, thin rocket design, just not quite right. Or something with the ascent guidance. I think that will be the only time we launch that long, thin rocket. Right, let's... So we are back now in the main screen, and you can see, I'm actually going to get rid of that, scrap that, yeah. You can see that we actually have a Dog 4B, which is on the newer booster. We had a Dog 4A that was on, it was on the same booster we just used there, so I'm not even going to risk that. What I do need to do is move this cat up first, because before we send any crew up, we are going to test this launch vehicle. The Cat 4 only takes 34 or 5 days. That's good. Those are not going to take very long, so we may actually see that in this episode. However, we also have a Dog 3 to launch, and that thing needs to go now, I think, because that's going to the moon. So let's try this one, shall we? Do I dare use ascent guidance again? That is a question that we're going to ask Renata Mayer. Renata, do you think we should use ascent guidance after the last mission? You don't know, because half your crew's heads are through the back of your head right now, aren't they? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think we're going to give it a go, because I just want to, number one, the pod should survive if there's a big issue, and then we'll know. But number two, I just want to know. I just want to see if it'll do it. So I don't want to target that. I want to target the moon. Where's the moon? There we are. There's the moon. We're going to set that as target. We're going to launch into plane of target. There we go. Let's just check. Do we have some pumps active? We do. We're getting some resources in. Wonderful. What we want to do is actually have a look. Dog, how are you doing? You have perpetual everything. Wonderful. Everything's being filled up. 22 days of food. So of course this is our mission to fly by the moon. We're going to do a flyby. We need to get within 500 kilometers. So we're going to put this into orbit. Then we're going to try and do this the flyby the moon that we have done in the past already. We're going to try it again, see how it goes. Right, I think you are ready. I think we're going to engage autopilot. We're going to see how you go. Is it going to be a night launch? Is it going to be a day launch? I don't know. We're going to find out. Of course, this is using our, is it the Javelin 5? Javelin 5 or Javelin 6? It's the modified one where we've got the 2-stage basically to orbit craft instead of the many stage, the 3-stage to orbit. And then we've got that second stage, and you've already seen this, so we'll cut this reasonably quickly short and see how it goes. Off we go, getting the engines going. We just want to get through that first stage and see if this one actually, oh, it's loud, isn't it? Oh yeah, powerful engines, and we'll go. Okay, we are good, we're off the pad. Right, now it's time to timey-wimey, speedy-uppy. Why are we got a glitch? Okay, there we are, we're fine, right, okay. We are going up, we're gonna put a timey-wimey warp a little bit. Just get it moving. If I would go 3 times, do we want to go 3 times? I think 2 times is probably enough. We could go 3. Let's go 3 times. Let's go 3 times. There we go. Let's risk it. Risk it for biscuit. We're gonna keep it going. We're aiming for a 180 by 200 kilometer orbit. We could change that a little bit, but I think that's a nice orbit for going to the moon. Keeps you close enough to get the Oberth effect. Keeps you high enough so you don't skim the atmosphere too much if you do it too long a burn. I'm quite happy with that. Right, let's have a look. We've got about 50 seconds to go until the first stage is out. After the first stage is out, we'll have that second stage kick in, and that is a 3-minute burn. And then I don't think we will need much else after that. We shouldn't need much burn from that third stage, but we will see. We may have to manually stage things, I'm not sure. We've got 14 seconds. Probably slow that down a little bit too early there. Right, we're coming up. Oh, we've got a bit of a nose up. That's interesting. Are we slightly below target, I think? What's our... There we go. Okay, how are we doing? Come on, kick in. Kick. Oh, now. Yeah, I forgot about these. Yeah, this is going to be the amusing one, isn't it? Right. Because it doesn't get far enough up. That's right. I forgot about this. It loses a lot of its speed and everything. Interesting. Yeah, this craft not particularly greatly built either. That's... don't think I believe I've changed anything with Farum, but it's maybe the ascent guidance is just, it's a bit shallow. Now we could fiddle with that. I could change the booster pitch and things like that. In fact, I think I did. I think we actually had the booster pitch being later, which would probably be better for us, I think. If we started that pitch a little later on, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. What I do want to bring up is, we can actually do that and that. What I do want to bring up is Rendezvous Planner, because it'll then tell us our relative inclination. You can see it's going down right now. I am wondering when these fairings are going to decouple. I could do them myself. I could manually do it. In fact, I think I will. There we go. To get rid of them. That's going to save us a bit of weight, because, you know, we've lost quite a bit. So we are going to be burning some of this stage. We probably might have to burn some of that as well. We'll see. 3, 2, I don't know how much. In fact, you can see on the predictions on here, because it does actually predict how much Delta V you're going to be needing. It's predicting we're going to need 1,700 from that, which means probably about 1,000 from that, which leaves 1,000 left. So this is going to be yet another annoying launch. I should point out, this is not the ideal design for a lunar launch mission. This is like trying to launch something on a Saturn Saturn 1B to go to the moon, maybe a Saturn 1B with some boosters on it or something like that, or with a Centaur stage on top or something like that to go to the moon. Would probably be the accurate way of seeing it. There we go. We've got our little RL. What are you? I forget what you are. You are an RL87 LH2 vacuum engine. So that's going to just take its time. Let's have a look. We're still not perfect. Our apoapsis is not looking bad. Periapsis still got a bit of burn time going. What are we looking at? We are looking. I mean, we're out of the atmosphere, so that's good. We are looking at 1,300. So we're going to have to burn almost 1,000 of that stage, which is not what I wanted, because ideally we could get this craft to actually complete the orbit of the moon, but only if we get a good launch, and obviously the launches are not great right now. So the question I have for you is, do we scrap the ascent guidance? The craft is not performing well because it does that flop. Now, you could argue, yeah, it's because you got a lack of control authority, but it is at the change of stages there. Maybe that first stage just needs to be longer and burn longer, but it doesn't. Or we need to be more vertical, so maybe we need to have that booster pitch to be less. More time. Don't start pitching, because it seems to be limited by the pitch rate as opposed to that. We see we're actually burning down now, which is not particularly efficient. We are eating our fuel right now, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Right, so we're going to be about 1,000 extra, I think. Yeah, we are. We're going to be needing 1,000 meters per second extra. That's all right. Okay. Not brilliant. Right, let's intercept with a Hoffman transfer. That's going to happen in 50 minutes. So we've got time to play around with this. So let us have a look. Let's focus on the moon. Hello, the moon. Focus view. Right, I need you to not do that. What is this? Oh, that's the communication system. Let's get rid of all this stuff first of all. Why are you showing up? Oh, because you're on. Right, okay. Right. Let's have a look. I wanna do some changes. We wanna make some changes. Let's move this down. I would like to go maybe like this. And we've done this before, but let's have a look. If I do that, oh, what's that do for me? What does that do for me? You are flying off to infinity and beyond. Okay, what if I go the other way? Is it the other way that's better? I think this way is the better way, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Let's just keep going. Let's see what happens. We go around this side. Hello. There we go. All right, what's that do for me? Yeah, you are going good bye-byes, right? None of those are good. Right, let's see. What if we do a little bit of, let's put it in the position I like the most, first of all. So we like being the other way around. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, until I get a periaps, please. There we go. We get a periaps. There we go. Right. We have a periaps. We could then just pop a burn here. That's 3-1. We have 4-4. What would a burn here be worth for me? What would that do for me? That does that. Okay, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Bring me in. How much does it cost me to get all the way back? And yes, I know this is not a free return trajectory. What's that looking like on the maneuver now? 500. Okay. That's not pretty though, is it? And that's not getting where I want it to be. So I'd have to bring it down to all the way down to, this is going to be possibly a very hot re-entry. Okay, so that's roughly it. So that'd be 3-1 plus 7. So under 4,000, that's fine. We could do that. We only need a flyby. And this gets us really tight, actually. 240. Yeah, I think we'll run with that. I think we will run with that one. What's the time to here? 4 days. Yeah, that would be 7 days. We've got loads of time. Now, before we do anything, we have to remember to turn on our fuel cells. So I'll tell you what, I'll get the fuel cells ready. We'll get ourselves ready for departure, and then I shall be back with you. Right, we are about to do our departure, so we're going to turn our RCS on. We're going to click execute node. I'm going to turn on the RCS there, which should help us, I'm hoping. And then this will hopefully position us for this burn if it turns quickly enough. But I'm a little concerned that it is not turning. What is these numbers here? Why are these numbers moving? Oh, is that the point at which this transitions? That's interesting. It tells me 6 to 4. 6 to 4? 6 to 4. Is that important? 6 to 4? I don't know. That's maybe a glitch. We aren't turning as quickly as I would like, so let's just speed it up a bit and a bit more. There we go. Oh, we've actually got all those working as well. That's interesting. Got 9 seconds until we're going to be firing the engines, so we need to get going. Yeah, that's the only problem with MechJeb doing these things. It does like to take its time because it tends to position you before it engages the engines. That's the big one. I'm just checking. Is this the right? So this has not been uprated. I believe we have now got the uprated version of this. We've actually done the research on the Hydrolox, so we could uprate this, and this would have given us probably another couple of 100 meters per second on this. This is not doing well. Come on, come on. Get to it. Hurry up. Why are you taking so long to do this? Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get in. What is going on with you? What is going on with you? Bot node execute the node. Just execute the node. Thank you. Yeah, 50 seconds late now. This could be annoying. This could be very annoying, in fact. I'm tempted to resettle the tank a bit. Come on. Come on. Just fire the engines. You're close enough. Come on. You're close enough. Just fire. It's now been a minute since it should have fired. Okay. There we go. Is that fired? Yeah, we go. Wonderful. Well, that was interesting. Note to self, you know what, position the craft beforehand. It might knock off your maneuver. Then this is the problem, because the craft's RCS is not perfectly balanced. Yeah, it might knock off things. Now, I need to check, is this the one that doesn't have pressurant? Yeah. This doesn't have pressurant, does it? So what I need to do is knock that off. If I remember rightly, this was a design before, and I haven't updated it because it's going to the moon. It's not docking, so it's not important. We could actually just dump those. Could we? Like, can I, if I click on, oh, there we go. Can I fire an engine? Is that possible? Could I fire another engine? Is that good? There we go. Right. If I, on this one, clicked on, say, there, does it tell me all of them? Oh, it does. So can I dump the particular ones? That one, that one, that one. Oh, so I could dump that one at the top. Aha. What's this? This is... What's the difference? We just got 2 of them. Oh, you can click and transfer. Okay. So I could dump that top one there, that top tank there, which has got the 79. I could dump that. I could actually empty it, which is probably a good idea because that's extra mass. And then I could go to this one and, well, where's this at? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I want this one. What's in this one now? UDMH. Ah. Why do I have a random mix of stuff? UDMH. That's the one. That one there. Dump that. So that's completely wrong then. That's interesting, because do these use UDMH? NTO MMH, okay, and then this uses NTO MMH. Why did I put that there? What an odd design choice. Must think about that. I'm sure there's a reason for it. But we will live to see another day on that one. So yeah, that's one way you can empty individual tanks instead of just emptying the entire thing, which is something I didn't know. Actually, that's the learning experience there for you. There you go. We'll slow this down. Right. Is this going to be shut downable? Yeah, we're actually gonna manually shut this down once it powers out. There we go. There we go. Because otherwise it will just keep going. Right. Let us have a look. We'll wait until it spins. Actually, you know what? No. We're going to turn you. We're going to put you onto ProGrid. Put me on ProGrid. And then we will do a little bit of RCS thrusting. And this is one of the good things about having your RCS use the same thing as your fuel. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll just do a bit of timey-wimey warp while I do this. Because this will take forever. There we go. I'm just going to bring this down and have a look at what happens here. There we go. Nice little encounter. 4 hours, 30, something like that. Oh, now what's that? Now, how close am I? Ooh. Hello. I want to just get my periaps there. Okay. Can I knock off the launch sites, please? That's brilliant. Do that. Right. Right, so that's rising all the time. Okay, so as we get closer, so what I want to do is just bump it into... It's 5,000, is it? Let's just check. We don't want to mess this up. Crude 5,000 kilometers. We're at 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Take it a little bit lower. There we go. Right. If I was doing a proper flight, F3 return trajectory, I'd actually change the timing, and then this would actually not be as bad. It's about when we were getting our push around here. Add a maneuver there, and then I want to do that, and I want to deselect that one, reselect that one, do that, and we're going to bring it down at. I can't remember what we decided on. Was 50 too much? 60 something? I think 50 is probably a nice one to put it at. That's not 50. Okay. Is that getting worse? Wow, what have I just done? Is that a second encounter thing? Is that... Whoa, look at that. We have a whole world of moon periapses now. Let's just get rid of that. Turn that off. Right. What are we doing? Right, let's... Note to self, what on earth? How long is that until we get that? That's 170. It's okay. So if we just do that, we're coming back to the moon again in no time at all. Okay. Right, let's pull this back until we actually get a parrot. Right. 30. Let's now do this properly. Take that down to what do we want to go to? We want to go to interface with the atmosphere. That's what we want to go to. We want to go to, I don't know. How much is it? This is actually cheaper intro, isn't it? Yeah. Let's make it 45, 50, something like that. You comment down below. What's too low? What is too? That's too low. That's always too low. There we go. Right. I want to take it to target that there. 47. That's perfect. Wonderful. Right. Let's check our crew. How are we doing? Are we all happy? Are we all loving things? Everything's turned off. Everything's ready. Everything's good. So what is the mission require? The mission requires that we fly by and we return home safely. We don't have to do any science or anything like that. Right. Okay. Perfect. In which case, make flyby happen. Good. Why is my thing not working no more? Oh dear. Right. We're going to have to do manual hands. So yet again, my speedy uppy things have done. We're crossing a radiation belt. Oh dear. That's going to take us how long to get to there? 4 days. When's that periaps? That's in 7 days. Okay, so we've got more than enough supplies for that. It's a pretty quick transit, actually. We can slow it down a bit. Right. Oh, the probe is out of energy. Oh no, the probe that launched us here is run out of fuel. Whoopsies. That lasted a long time, actually. That's lasted a day. That's interesting. How are we all doing? We're all stressed. We've got a bit of radiation. There's a little bit of radiation, but that's fine. The crew are good. They're okay. They don't mind. They don't mind a little bit of radiation. You know, they've accepted that difficulty. I think that's fine for them. Right. Okie doke. What are we looking at? A bit more speed, possibly. Get us closer. Get us up there into the sphere of influence of Le Mun. We're bouncing signal. We're getting a decent signal strength, actually. I can't remember. I think we're just using a normal one of the probe cores for this. But anyway, that's what I wanted to check. We have food 19 days. Water's just jumping around. Liquid hydrogen. So we've got 30 odd days because of the fact that we're, obviously not doing stuff and things. All right, what we're doing on the clock, actually. Let's have a look. Alarm. Oh, we're about to sphere influence it. That's why it's coming up. Okay. I like the fact that it generates that. I know sometimes it annoys me, but situations like that, it's useful. We have a Mars interface in 120 days. This is going to be well gone by then. Right, let's go. Get beyond this. Get in here. I don't know. Like, we've already flown this mission once. Do you want to see all of it? I mean, do you need to see all of it is the question. There we are. We're now in the sphere of influence of Lunar. So let's have a look. Is that good? That is not where I want it to be. So we're gonna modify that maneuver. Now you see where we jumped across the barrier and it's changed the positions a little bit. You saw that. You saw it. You saw everything that was going on there. We're gonna put it at 50-ish. 52 is okay, is it? Yeah, 52. Just hold it in that nice thick air. Get rid of stuff. I'm always concerned that I'm. You know what? No, a little bit low. We can always come in a little bit tighter, and we can use the offset for that. Right. Right, team. Where's the moon? You seen it recently? Is it around here? Have we got the moon somewhere? The Earth's there. I'm guessing the moon's. Is that the Earth? I think that's the Earth. Where's the moon? No, that's the Earth. Is that the moon? Maybe that's the moon. Let's approach the moon. Is it getting bigger? Yeah, that's the moon. Okay, that's nice and big. Wonderful. Right. What I'm going to check is, does that create the maneuver node? No, it doesn't. I have to add the maneuver node manually. Okay. Right. So I think what we'll do is we're not going to spend too much time messing around with the moon. We're just going to get there. Just get there and make it happen. Come on. Woohoo. So we're just going to go past the moon. Of course, we're going to be on the light side of the moon, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to see the moon. We're going to see the dark side of the moon with the sunlight on it. Mate 1 batteries are getting low. That's nice. And now it's got batteries again. You know what we'll do? While we're waiting, the little thing you can do. We come back here. We click on there. Where's Mate 1? Click on Mate 1. We're going to go over here. We're going to turn off warnings. Because I don't need to know that. Okay, Mate 1, you landed. Well done. Nicely. Great. I don't need to see Mate 1. I'm on Dog 3. Thank you. Right. Lots more information for the Dogcraft because, of course, you've got the crew on board and so forth. Whereas Mate just basically tells us, you got batteries. Yeah, we've got batteries. Right. Let's get ourselves into the position to do this maneuver so we can head back to Earth. We're now on the far side. We're the only humans there. Now we can see all of humanity. There we go. And of course they can see, right now they can see all of humanity. Was it Michael Collins or somebody? Yeah, he would have been Michael Collins. Was on his own. So when he came around the moon, if he would have been in the right position, he'd have seen Buzz and Neil on the surface, obviously, of the moon, and then he would have seen the Earth, and he'd have been potentially able to see every single human that had ever or was ever living, which is quite cool. Right, we probably need to put ourselves on the node. Probably is a good idea. Get the old RCS firing, get ourselves positioned. This is much more nimble. Look how lovely it is at controlling itself. These little bits here, these clamps do stick out, and this one clamp sticks out annoyingly in fairings, I have noticed. When designing this craft, it is annoying. So I don't know if I would actually use that decoupler in future. If I was doing this, I might put something else on as a decoupler. Equally, these side panels are not needed, so up to you if you wish to include them. They're just a bit of artistics for me because, to be fair, I pull them off, don't I? Let's you know what, it might be an idea to activate the engine. Would be a good idea. There we go. Wonderful. Thank you very much. That's going to give us a little burn on the surface there. Let's do a bit of that there. Looks good, doesn't it? A bit of that. There we go. All right. And then we're going to be heading back. And it's going to be potentially quite a short episode, this, because of us flying to the moon and stuff. And we've already done this. So you were going to get 2 flights today, but things conspire against us. We might. No, I'm not going to put the Cat 4 up. We'll try that at the start of the next episode and see if Cat 4B works with its new launch vehicle, if it's any better. But here's hoping. Oh dear, might have gone a bit too far there. let's have a look. Let's get rid of that. Yep, that's we can put that in retrograde, please. Yeah, that's a little bit too steep. A little bit too steep. We need to get a bit more thrust. Now I could use the main engine for this, but it may stop working, and I may need it for something else more important. I don't know. Right, let's fire these like that. There we go. That's it. It's good. Do a bit of that. There we go. I'm hoping this is going to pull us out of the dip that we're in. I think, yeah, it is, isn't it? It's just gonna pop. You can see it's that line's slowly gonna, yeah, there and there is slowly. It's just gonna take some time. So what we'll do is we'll do a bit of that, and then we'll do that. There we go. Is that working? Am I making it worse? Something is changing. I am slowing the craft down a bit. I think I probably went about 3 meters per second over, 4 meters per second over. So this might take a little bit of time. We will see. Yeah, you can see they're definitely starting to encroach there. We've got a bit of that coming in now. Oh, that's good. How long is that going to be? It's 2 days? Well, 2 days to get to there. Wow, that's a quick return. That's a very quick return, actually. I've just thought about that. That is a very quick return. Right. We will not be doing returns that quick normally. Let's put you at... There we go. Perfect. Turn off the RCS. We're all good. Ready to go. Let's get back to where we need to be. Could we do a bit of timey-wimey warpy? That'll be a good idea. Let's do a bit of timey-wimey warpy. There we go. Get going. They don't need to gather any science. They're not doing anything there. We could have got them to do an EVA. In fact, we couldn't. Not on this craft. This craft is unable to do EVAs because it doesn't have the module on it, does it? So we couldn't do an EVA around the moon. We have not been able to do that yet. We haven't sent anything to the moon apart from this version of this craft. So the Dog 3C is the only craft, I think, crewed mission that we've actually sent to the moon. So that means we have not collected moon EVA science. That's interesting. I hadn't even thought about that. All right. I suppose we could just do a little warp to there, could we? Could do a little warp to there. Bit of warp there. There we go. Okay, warned it. Yeah, this is coming in reasonably hot, isn't it? Yes. This could be an interesting one. I think I might have overcooked this because you see, we're actually escaping if we don't capture. Yeah. We're crossing a radiation belt. How exciting. There we go. We're going to just warp to there. Get me across the radiation belt. We could always run to it. No, we couldn't. We've got far too much delta V going on now. No, too much velocity, sorry. It's not delta V because delta V is the change in velocity, and we're not changing velocity, we're just going too fast. Right, let's put us in, when do I do this? I have time, don't I? Let's put us in normal. Turn the RCS on. That will no doubt change things. We're going to have an impact on our periapsis, I think. So this, I suppose, is a good test for just how fast we can go in. Okay. And then this here, we're going to move you to here. I want, I'm going to activate all of you. There we go. And I'm going to descent mode. I'm going to plop you on, I think. Yeah. Right. We're now going to just move forward a bit. How long until we get to our periaps? So we're going to get down to the right sort of altitude, and then we'll just pop it. We'll just break it up. Right, there we go. So now is about the right time. We're going to do that. We're going to couple that. We're going to arm that. We're going to arm the parachute. We're going to put ourselves into surface, negative, execute please. There we go. Right, we are ready. Is my roll done? Get my roll going, please. Perfect. So we'll hold that, and then we'll just tap descent mode on and off as we go down. Right, here we go. Let's get this thing going. We're interfacing with the atmosphere now. There we go. Roll it, roll it, roll it nicely. Very nice, very nice. Right. So now I can actually turn that off. And we should be just in, we'll put descent mode on actually. And we'll just let it go. A little bit. There we go. Now it may roll side to side a little bit. That's not a problem. It's the up and down is fine. The rolling is something we can manage. Oh, we've got stuff exploding behind us. That's cool. Right. I'll just go back to normal speed now because we're starting to get hot. So we're down to 8. So we're coming in at 10,000 meters per second. That is hot. That's getting very hot. That is getting very hot. It would be nice if we could just, ablate a bit. What are we looking like for the ablator? Ablator is eating. We have got lifty lift going on, so let's have a look. That's okay, we're within that range. I can actually put you over there or there. That's not important. Right. We're still falling. Periaps is climbing. Okay, so then we're going to wait until the periaps gets to about there. Then we're going to turn this off with E. Periaps is going to start going down again. Yep, go down please. No, periaps is not going down. We're going to hold it at 60. Okie doke. I want to put a little bit of roll on just to bring us back to the line. There we go. That's better. Hold it at 60. Yeah, we'll just hold it at 60. That's nice. We like that. That's good. Just get rid of some of that. Get some of that heat out of the system. We had a little bit of lift up, slow us down on our dip. We came in nice and sharp, got some of the heat on, and now we're doing okay, I think. Yeah, I just don't want us to skip. Yeah, our periaps is now dropping. That's good. Okay, so you see time to periaps is going to go down and down, down. Time to our periaps is going down, down, down. Yeah, we're captured. We're sorted. We're good. Okay, we're in. We're in. Good, 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 good. Right. So now it's just a matter of this thing going through the atmosphere, isn't it? We can do ballistic-y, actually. I can turn that on. Oopsies. Do a bit of sidey turn. Is that right? No. Do a bit of that. Don't do it all the way. Do it all the way. Slow it down. Do a bit of that. There we go. I want to lift. Lift. There we go. Just a bit of lift there. Yeah. Just give us a little bit of lift. We're not going to jump out of the atmosphere, but we can just stop ourselves falling too quickly. You can see we're gaining a bit now, so we're just going to turn that off, I think. There we go. And it's going to go up to 59.142, and then it's going to go down again. And you can see we're down below 5,000. And then we could do a little bit more of that, like so. There we go. A little bit tiny lift. I mean, we are spinning at the moment, so I'm not doing it too carefully. I know once we get past this sort of point, we're pretty okay. We're going to get a little bit more lift. It's going to slow us on our descent just a little bit. If I want to, I can just pull the craft round so that we get, there we go. That's perfect. Yeah, lovely, 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 lovely. No, this way, there we go. Perfect. Wunderbar. Superb. And that should be us down. Our parachutes should deploy at the right time. We're now below 4,000 meters per second from the over 10,000 we were at. I don't know if that's the fastest re-entry we've done. It could be close. I have to go and look at the previous lunar return because that was quite fast. But I don't think we'll probably ever get craft coming at that speed again. I don't think so. Well, I'll have to have a look, but I don't think a controlled return from the moon where we've been in orbit would actually be as bad as that. So this little craft has done very well. I'm quite happy with it, actually. I like this pod. I think it's probably now my favorite pod. So I may use it for other things. I could imagine us using it for a lot of few different things. I wonder what it's like going to Mars. That's a good question, isn't it? Interesting. Right. I think now we can just we can put ourselves onto turning that off, and we can just fire this down. So this thing's going to land. It should land safely. If it doesn't, well, I will cut back. But you'll get that as a bleeper at the end of this episode because I will have failed to calculate something. So. Next episode, we'll launch the Cat 4 again, see if we can get that to launch, and that'll hopefully go to the space station where it can do its long sort of, I'm thinking it's going to be like a 60-day trial we're going to do with it. And we're hopefully going to launch some missions to Mars. Oh, and yeah, we do have a craft that's probably going to land on the moon, but that's not that important, is it? Landing on the moon with something? Oh, but it might be coming back after doing it. Anyway, from me, until next time, have a great one.